Imagine this. You're scrolling through social media and you see your favorite influencer, someone you trust, talking about a new investment opportunity. They mention how amazing this new cryptocurrency project is, even hinting that it could be the next big thing. You're excited. You decide to jump in, thinking it's a sure way to make money. But then, within days, the value of the cryptocurrency crashes by over 90%, and you've lost a huge chunk of your money. Sounds like a nightmare, right? Well, that's exactly what happened to a group of people who invested in a project called Tuah. And today, we're going to dive deep into this story. We'll explore how the project started, who was involved, what went wrong, and why it's so important for everyone to be careful when trusting what influencers promote. Let's break it all down and see what really happened behind the scenes. Alright, let's get started with the story of Tuah, a cryptocurrency project that caused a huge stir, especially among those who were eager to make a quick profit. Now, cryptocurrency is nothing new to most people, and it's become a popular way for investors to make money. But it's also a space filled with risk, where things can go wrong quickly, as we'll see in this case. So what exactly was Tuah? Tuah was a cryptocurrency project that was launched with the promise of becoming a groundbreaking investment opportunity. It seemed like the next big thing, with lots of potential to grow in value over time. The idea was that by investing early, you could make a lot of money once the currency became more widely adopted. The creators of Tuah used various strategies to make the project look appealing. One of those strategies involved using well-known influencers to help promote the project. This is where things get interesting and where the story really begins. One of the people who helped promote Tuah was Haley Welch. If you're unfamiliar with her, Haley is an influencer who has a large following on social media. She's known for her engaging posts and videos, where she shares everything from lifestyle content to discussions about the latest trends. But this time, she wasn't just sharing the latest fashion tips, she was promoting a cryptocurrency project. Now, you might be wondering, why would someone like Haley Welch be promoting a cryptocurrency? Well, influencers like her are often paid to promote things to their audience. They get paid to talk about products, services, or even investment opportunities. And in this case, Haley Welch was paid $150,000 to promote Tuah. But here's where the plot thickens. While Haley was promoting this project, it wasn't just a harmless recommendation. The Tuah token quickly gained attention, and people started pouring their money into it, believing they were going to see huge returns. However, things took a dramatic turn. At first, the Tuah token was flying high. It saw a massive increase in value, and the market capitalization of the currency reached a staggering $491 million. That's right. It went from a relatively unknown project to a cryptocurrency that seemed like it was on the verge of changing the world. People were excited, and why wouldn't they be? When something like that happens, it feels like you've stumbled upon a golden opportunity. And for many, this excitement was contagious. They followed Haley's posts and listened to her podcast, where she talked about Tuah in glowing terms. To top it off, Haley even had a conversation with Mark Cuban, a famous billionaire, on her podcast, and he also mentioned the project. Having someone like Mark Cuban involved made the project feel even more legitimate. After all, Mark Cuban is known for making smart business moves, right? But here's the thing. All that excitement was built on shaky ground. As quickly as the token's value rose, it came crashing down. The value of Tuah plummeted by over 90%. Can you imagine watching your investment lose almost all of its value in such a short time? That's exactly what happened to a lot of people who trusted the project and put their money into it. For the investors who jumped in during the hype, the crash was devastating. Some of them lost everything, and that's where the story takes a darker turn. This is where things get even more serious. A group of 12 investors, who collectively lost over $151,000, decided to take legal action. They filed a lawsuit against the creators of Tuah. The team behind the project, including Alex Larson Schultz, Clinton So, and the company Over Here Limited. These individuals were accused of misleading investors and causing them to lose a huge amount of money. But here's the thing. While the lawsuit is going after the team behind the project, it's not targeting Haley Welch, even though she was a huge part of promoting the project. Some people believe that Haley should also be held accountable for what happened. After all, she used her influence to help get people excited about the project. She shared posts, made videos, and even talked about Tuah on her podcast. Some believe that Haley, knowing the risks involved, should have been more responsible in promoting something so risky to her followers. Sure, she was paid $150,000 to promote it, but was it right for her to push people into an investment that could easily turn out to be a scam? The fact that she wasn't named in the lawsuit is interesting because it raises an important question. Should influencers who promote potentially harmful projects be held responsible for the damage they cause? After all, influencers have a lot of power to shape opinions, especially when it comes to their followers' financial decisions. So why did people trust Tuah in the first place? Well, for one, Haley Welch's promotion of the project made it seem legitimate. She wasn't just posting about it in passing. She was actively telling her followers how great it was. And when someone you trust talks about something in such a positive way, it's easy to get swept up in the excitement. The partnership with Mark Cuban also gave the project an air of credibility. When someone as famous as Mark Cuban talks about a new opportunity, people listen. But the sad truth is that Mark Cuban wasn't really involved in the project the way it was presented. His name was used to give the project a sense of legitimacy, even though he wasn't directly endorsing it. And then there were the special deals, like airdrops, which made early investors feel like they were getting in on the ground floor. Airdrops are a way of giving away free or discounted tokens to people to get them excited about the project. But while it worked to get people to buy in, it didn't last. The hype faded, and so did the value of the tokens. The creators of Tuah made millions while regular investors lost their money. This is what the lawsuit is all about, holding the creators accountable for what they did. They raised millions of dollars, promoted the project like it was a sure thing, and then took off with the profits when the value crashed. The people who invested their money were left holding the bag, with nothing to show for it. And while the lawsuit is targeting the creators of the project, many feel that Haley Welch should also be held responsible. After all, she was a major player in getting people to invest. She promoted the project heavily and made a lot of money from it. It's only fair to ask whether she should face consequences for her role in promoting something that ended up hurting people financially. I believe Haley Welch should be sued, just like the creators of the project. They argue that Haley's promotion of the project was irresponsible, especially given the risks involved. Influencers like her have a responsibility to make sure the projects they promote are legitimate and won't cause harm to their followers. The team behind Tuah definitely deserves to face the consequences of their actions. They made millions of dollars while investors lost everything. But at the same time, the influence of social media stars like Haley Welch should not be underestimated. They have the power to shape opinions and influence decisions, and that power comes with a responsibility. The story of Tuah is a cautionary tale. It shows how easily people can get swept up in the excitement of a new investment opportunity, especially when it's promoted by someone they trust. It also highlights the importance of being careful when investing, particularly in the world of cryptocurrency, where things can go wrong so quickly. At the end of the day, everyone involved in promoting or creating a project like Tuah should be held accountable for their actions. Whether it's the creators of the project or the influencers who helped promote it, they all have a responsibility to make sure they're not putting their followers at risk. It's a reminder to always do your own research before investing your money in anything, no matter how exciting it may seem. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this whole situation. Do you think Haley Welch should be held responsible for the Tuah mess? Or do you think it's just the creators who should face the consequences? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on this story and other important topics. See you in the next video.